Hi and welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are you have either thought about trading, you're already trading, or you are somewhere in between, confused, curious, or frustrated. So, let me start by saying this clearly. This video is not meant to motivate you, impress you, or sell you anything. It's meant to help you think honestly. Okay? Now, most people don't like hearing this, but it needs to be said properly. More than 90% of traders fail, and I want to be very clear here. They don't fail because trading is fake. They don't fail because the market is manipulated. They don't fail because they pick the wrong strategy. They fail because most people enter trading without understanding what the lifestyle actually demands from them. What usually happens is simple. Someone gets introduced to trading through social media, YouTube, or a friend. They see charts, setups, profits, confidence, and naturally they start believing that if they just learn the right strategy or find the right mentor, things will eventually work out for them. That's where the misunderstanding begins because strategy is rarely the bottleneck. Yes, you understand, strategy is absolutely nothing. If strategy alone decided success, then anyone who bought a course, followed the rules, and learned setups would be profitable. But that's not reality. You'll see 10 people learn the exact same thing, and only one or two survive. You understand? So, the real question isn't what strategy works. The real question is what kind of a person are you? Because trading doesn't adapt to you. You either adapt to it over time or you get pushed out. You have to get adapted to it. The charts or the market will never get adapted to you. What trading actually looks like day to day is very different from what most people imagine. It's not excitement all the time, it's not constant action, and it's definitely not fast money. Most of trading is waiting for price to come to your level, waiting for confirmation, waiting without touching the chart. And that waiting creates boredom, and boredom is something most people are not trained to handle. Train yourself to handle boredom. Trading is basically long periods where nothing usually happens, followed by short moments where you have to execute correctly, followed by long periods where you have to sit with your decision without interfering. That combination of boredom, pressure, and self control breaks most people. One of the biggest reasons traders fail is the lack of structure. They don't trade like professionals, they trade based on mood. One day they're disciplined, the next day they're emotional. There's no fixed routine, no defined trading window, and no clear process that they follow regardless of results. And without structure, discipline, eventually losses will happen. The second major reason is impatience. Most people underestimate how long consistency actually takes. They want results quickly. And when results don't come in weeks or months, they start changing everything: strategy, time frame, risk, mentors, pair, asset classes. Instead of fixing their behavior, they keep searching for something new. Then there is evaluation. Most traders never sit down honestly, review themselves. When a trade works, they feel smart. When it fails, they blame the market. Very few people are willing to say, I broke my rule here. You need to have guts to say that. Or I entered because I was bored, or I traded because I wanted action, not because my setup was there. Without honest evaluation, growth completely stops. Another silent killer is the inability to tolerate boredom. When nothing is happening, people feel like they should be doing something. So they force trades. They lower standards, they enter early and slowly damage starts. Not through one big loss, but through repeated small mistakes that add up over time. This is also why most trading courses don't really solve the problem. Most courses teach you what to trade, very few teach you how to behave. But the market doesn't punish lack of knowledge, it punishes lack of discipline. You don't lose money because you don't know enough. You lose money because you can't follow what you already know. Think about how different this is from a normal job. In a job, you have fixed timings, fixed responsibilities, and fixed feedback cycles. You show up, you do the work, and you get paid monthly. In trading, there is no structure unless you create it. Nobody tells you when to trade. Nobody stops you from breaking rules. Nobody forces discipline, and that level of freedom sounds attractive. But for most people, it's actually dangerous. And this leads to the most honest truth about trading. Trading doesn't fail people, people fail trading. And that's not an insult, it's just reality you need to accept. Not everyone is built for an environment that demands patience, self accountability, and delayed gratification. Accepting that early isn't weakness, it's maturity. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's not a bad thing. Discomfort usually means you are thinking. And if you are someone who values structure, patience, and long term discipline more than excitement and quick wins, then trading might be worth exploring. Slowly and seriously. If not, walking away doesn't mean you failed, it means you understood yourself, right? And the end of the day, the market doesn't reward intelligent, it doesn't reward confidence, and it definitely doesn't reward excitement. It rewards discipline, patience, consistency, and self control. So, again, the real question isn't what strategy works. The real question is what kind of a person are you? Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.